Hey everyone. I want to quickly make this video, or this video is probably not going to be quick, but I kind of want to go over, what I'm expecting going into next week and where our economy stands overall. I don't normally talk about it too much in YouTube videos and stuff like that. I kind of just, show you guys what companies I'm looking at and, my levels for those and what I kind of see. But, being a trader, you do most 1000% need to keep up on what our economy looks like, and that is definitely what I do. I just don't share it as much because um, most people in here, like short term trades, we're not really in them for too long, so you guys don't really pay attention when I share stuff about the economy. But, anyways, very quick rundown on it. Basically, as of right now, I did take a few notes, so I'm going to just show those real quick. So interest rates are actually still rising because growth and inflation in our economy is rising. So currently, right now, we're standing where we were back in April, basically. This does sound really bad, and inflation and interest rates rising, that all sounds not great, especially with, the Fed lowering interest rates previously. But it's not the worst thing ever. Our economy can withstand, interest rates rising because it's just a reflection showing that our economy is growing, inflation is still growing. But what's going to happen next, I'm not too sure about. Currently, the 10-year Treasury is above our 3-month, which usually when that happens, it doesn't play out very well. And obviously, we're not really on target with what the Fed had in mind for this year. But again, that's kind of just a quick rundown on, what we're looking like right now. Not seeing any like dire issues as of right now. Again, we could in a little bit, we could definitely see some. So just be fully aware of that and, kind of understand what is going on. But anyways, also another thing quickly, thank you guys so much for being patient with me this past week. I know I wasn't here at all whatsoever. Market was closed on Thursday, but I didn't have power from Tuesday. I believe we got power back yesterday night, which I wasn't there, staying somewhere else. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for like bearing with me. I also like didn't have service once the power kind of went out. Service got really bad in my area. So yeah, but I am gonna be fully back next week. I'll be on lives and everything. I am gonna post this video though public so everyone can kind of watch it, but for my premium people, I will be back and I will be on live videos, live call next week once again. But let's quickly go. Sorry, I was interrupted, but now I'm just going to go through a couple companies that I'm looking at going into this next week, although I don't want to exactly make like my Sunday stock watch video, although honestly this might as well just be it. So I guess I'll just kind of include it in here. But anyways, going into next week, we do have CPI and PPI data coming out Tuesday. Wait, hold on. PPI is coming out before CPI? All right, that usually doesn't happen. It's usually CPI on Wednesday and then PPI on Thursday, but I guess it's not this week or next week, but that is something to definitely be looking forward to, and also going to make markets pretty volatile. Well, they are coming out an hour before, but again, a lot is kind of going to be relying on these, on this data because it's really going to depend on how we see inflation. Is it rising from last month? Like, what is exactly is it going to say? So, yeah, but anyways, going forward and looking at a few names, I do also, though, think next week is kind of a time to more sit on your hands and, watch what's happening and what's going to happen, and especially because in 2 weeks we have the inauguration, and on the day of the inauguration, I believe the market is actually closed because it's also Martin Luther King Day. I could be incorrect about that, but I'm like 95% sure those are both happening on the same day. So that'll be Monday of not next week, but the week after. So yeah, I definitely would recommend, not, trading too much this coming week and not being in too many positions and stuff like that. We have a lot going on, and kind of just setting a tone for the year, the rest of the year, and seeing what's going to happen. But anyways, going forward, let's take a look at Qs. So obviously on Friday we got a lot of downside, which if you're in premium, I completely warned about this. I said, we have a big employment reports coming out Friday morning. Honestly, expect downside. To my belief, I did not think it was going to come out like investors wanted, and we were going to see some selling. Anyways, so yeah, Qs, basically entire market, we saw a good amount of downside then, and that also did kind of set a tone for this coming week to see what the data comes out like. But I mean, it's not all bad at all. Like, we're generally doing pretty well if, you take a real good look at Qs. Let's go to the daily. I mean, look how far we've come. Like, Qs is at 506. Nothing to be like worried about or anything. But yeah, I'm sort of expecting on Monday, not much. We don't have much coming out, and I think the markets are going to be waiting for, PPI and CPI data to come out. But I would say, if we do get some good data, I would like to see Qs back at, 515 area during the week. And if we don't, we could easily see below 500, even like 595, depending just on what we see and what investors think about this. Again, like, we react, we don't predict. You don't predict what's going to happen because me and you, we have no idea. I have no clue. I just kind of, create multiple scenarios of what could happen and, create a plan based off those different scenarios and then go forward from there once I see, what the market decides. And that's exactly what you should be doing as well. Next couple of things, SPY, the same thing. I'm not going to really look at that. Tesla, Elon did come out with a new Model Y version. Not too much hype about that. It's kind of like whatever. So going to the inauguration, though, I could definitely see Tesla going back up, to 410, even, 415 area. But again, if we do get downside, it's not really going to matter. Everything else is going to drop. So Tesla, we'd probably see back at, 385, even 380 area. NVIDIA, kind of, a sell the news sort of scenario is what happened. Let's go to the 4 hour. It's what happened last week. We had a major run up on NVIDIA, and then, news came out. We were doing well, and we kind of sold. I mean, another reason for that, again, was also data coming out, but, it was definitely a sell the news type of scenario, and which is why, swing trading and stuff like that becomes a little bit more difficult, especially when you're going through news, which is why I told everyone who is in our NVIDIA swing, sell Monday. We all got out Monday. But anyways, Apple, I'm not even going to look at AMD because that's just a kind of shit show. Apple's still doing really well. I wouldn't expect it to really go anywhere from here for the time being. I'm not something I'm going to be planning on taking trades on, but yeah, this is my long list of different things. Let's go to coin, actually. So coin obviously is going to depend on Bitcoin and what happens with that. Again, our economy greatly affects Bitcoin as well. It's not just the stock market. So, definitely take that into account. We're kind of sitting around 94,500 at this time with Bitcoin. So if we do see a rise again and reaching back to 100, Coinbase is probably going to see 280 once again. But if we don't, coin, I expect either some chop or, back down to around 240, even like 230 area. Meta did actually not too bad on Friday, so I'm definitely going to be watching this coming into next week. We could see a, nice breakout, hopefully, if we retest this area once again. But I don't exactly love the trend I'm seeing here. But I'll definitely keep my eye on it because we did kind of break below 600, which I don't love that. So if I were to trade it, it would definitely be more of a day trade, not going to be a swing trade for me. But again, keep an eye on that one. Just going through the list of many names I have. SMCI actually did not do too bad on Friday either. But, SMCI, I don't really see it going anywhere. Biggest we could probably see is, I want to say, 35 area, 36. Other than that, I don't think we'll see below 30 unless, some bad news comes out about SMCI or we get a major sell-off from data coming out. But again, something I probably won't be watching too closely. MSCR, same thing as coin, really. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at some bigger names, going into this year, expanding, kind of my watch list for right now. And we also do have earnings season coming up as well, so definitely be watching for that. But yeah, I think that's all for now. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. DM me or just shout out in the Discord. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and thank you guys for being, patient with me last week and, all your kind words and everything you guys said. So thank you all.